What's good, people? This is the Rap Roundtable. Your boy Jarv here, Sincere the Rap Snob, Dini the Balance, the homie Mace. We just want to make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, help us get our numbers up. We're trying to get 2,000 subs, 5,000. Y'all know how this go. If y'all think we're good and y'all love the content, some of y'all always say, yo, how come y'all don't have more views? It's because y'all don't sub. So make sure y'all do that and tap in with us. Peace.
The Rap Roundtable.
It is the Rap Roundtable. We talk about a lot of rap. We talk about the technical aspects of rap a lot. But I want to know, from you guys and the people who are watching right now, comment, because this is going to be an interesting segment, about what the scale is when you rate a rapper, the artist, and when you rate his music. What are you listening for? What is considered good to you? So, of course, I got to go with the rap snob first. You're the rap snob for a reason. So, I want to know from you. Let rapper A comes to your iPhone, Apple Music. Right. What is it about him that you think would make him good? Not that you would be a fan, but all right, this guy's good. I might fuck.
Well, I mean, I've said this before. Nowadays, when I listen to something new, I feel like the production has to get my attention. So a good ear for beats is super important, right?
Top notch.
But then beyond that, I need to hear. Honestly, I need to hear a level of energy. Okay. You know what I mean? And we've talked about this in the past too. Like, y'all cooked me for ages because
that Cardi B shit.
That one Cardi B feature. It was one Cardi B feature.
You loved it.
We're never gonna let it go.
That I happen to like because I thought she attacked the track and she came in with some dope energy, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, you don't gotta come in like no Busta Rhymes or anything like that. It ain't gotta be like that. But it's gotta be like a certain level of passion or a certain level of attacking the track, right? So I'm looking for that. That's what I mean. It's one of the reasons why I love Kendrick so much because, a lot of people go back and forth between Kendrick and Cole. Cole is more laid back. He don't really attack the way that Kendrick attacks, right? That attack the track. You know what I mean? I mean, he's attacking more for Cole. But it's still not that Kendrick level of just.
That joint he did with Bia, the other day.
No.
Couple joints off that tape. Yeah. I was like, whoa.
But when Kendrick locks in, it's just a different story. But anyway, I digress.
What else? So you could duck right now. They throwing tomatoes at you as we speak.
You gotta have a certain level of energy. You gotta have flow, cadence. The pocket that you hit is super important. You know what I mean? You can't be like I'll say like a Jack Harlow that's just like
the same shit,
kind of monotonous, always hitting the same beat at the same time. Every bar. Switch up the pocket. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Maybe in one bar you hit on the fourth bar. Maybe the next time you hit the rhyme on the third bar and then have some space. You know what I mean? You got to switch that up. And of course, content. You know what I mean? Like I gotta hear some content that is. I mean, it doesn't all have to be Kendrick level. Super deep. The ills of society and how can we fix? How can we heal our soul? It ain't got to be all that.
Right.
But there has to be a cleverness to how you deliver the content that you deliver. Right. I've always said this. Like, there's certain listeners that will listen to a street rapper and be like, that's not uplifting our community. Mm-hmm. Like, we have to have more positive messaging. There's certain listeners that will listen to conscious rappers and be like, yo, this shit is corny, give me the street shit. I've always been able to, sort of maneuver back and forth because to me, it all just depends on whatever it is that you do, how do you deliver that? You know what I mean? Right. So give me interesting content, but just make sure that you deliver it in a way that is that's crafty and that and that's gonna be dope. You know what I mean?
That's fair, Dini.
By all that description, bro, I really would thought you would like Future for all the things you just described, bro. Like, Future covers a lot of those boxes.
Does he?
Come on,
He
bro.
does, though. You said the ability to pick a great beat. What?
Nah, Future's ear for beats is immaculate.
Come on, bro.
But Sin don't like trap, so you can't even really hold. You can't knock him for that.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the trap scene, nobody picks better beats than Future.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it might not be the content you want. Like you said, as far as the switching up the rapping on the bars, Future does that. But this is not a conversation. Future, just more of broaden your horizon.
Dog, you're doing a lot now, Dini.
Come on.
Of all the niggas,
Huge. Huge. But
this man is Jordan in Space Jam.
yo, put the Migos down, bro.
yo, let me cook.
Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
I'm a little.
Reaching crazy right now.
A little bit of the Migos.
Oh,
Yo, so
no.
I like. Let's get back to it.
No.
It's like I said, it's a gumbo recipe, man. It's a lot of things. Like you said, it's rap ability. To me, conviction is one of the things that I need from a rapper, bro. Like, I don't care if you suck. I gotta believe you. You get what I'm saying? And if I don't believe you, it's not much we could go from there. There's been a lot of rappers that were not the most gifted. Nobody hunt me down. Prodigy, maybe not the most gifted MC, but when it came to conviction,
Yes.
I believe that man. You know what I'm saying? He was
Actually,
very convincing.
Right. When I was talking about like the content wise, Prodigy is the first one that came to mind because he's the hoodest of the hood. You know what I mean? He ain't got no type of conscious.
Could simplify anything, bro.
And
Just give it to you.
You know what I mean?
Raw.
But you know what I mean? Nothing complex. But that man, the
beautiful.
pocket.
That's
the
what it
pocket,
was.
The pocket that he had was
Crazy.
just kind of
Ridiculous.
unorthodox, but always.
It always
off,
worked, bro.
But
He was a drunken master.
Yes.
He was.
Yeah.
What else? Air for Beats is immaculate. Knowing when to have the collaboration. Like, people just feature because this person's hot. Give me this person. But sometimes you listen to a song, you're like, wow, supposed to have that person there. Kanye's really key at that. Picking the right person for the right song. A sense of bravado. Even my lady rappers, I need a sense of I'm the one at doing this. Even if you're not the best, you still want to feel it. You get what I'm saying? And what else would I need from a rapper? Wit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm big on wit, man. Biggie, Hove, Cam. Some very witty rappers that didn't need a beat. You could just Fab. You could just turn them on and listen to them, and that's one of the things I feel like Kendrick just don't have to me. The ability to for the sake of listening to him.
I think that hurts him too in the space with those particular people.
Yeah.
There you go. Like this certain rappers, they just rap, and it's just amazing to listen to. What else? Jarv, help me out here.
I was letting you cook, but for me, I guess part of this question is, I feel like there's a certain group of people in hip hop who just overvalue lyricism. Like, if the lyrical performance is there, that's all they need. And it's like when Sin and I got into it during the reaction, when I said, it's still music. Like, it can't. And I say it got to be more to it than just bars. Like, if you're telling me this album is fire because of bars, then every rapper on earth should have a record deal. Because there's mad niggas with bars out here with no diss.
Cannabis will be a superstar.
Right.
Papoose.
You know what I'm saying? There's a segment of the culture that love that Black Star album because it's two rapidy rap ass niggas on there. And it's like, what about the music though? Like, it can't just be the rapping. It's like, how are they rapping as well?
Chill. We're not gonna stand at the Black Star.
I'm not slandering them. I'm not slandering the album. Well, what I'm saying is they saying it's good based on merely the rapping, not the songs. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I listen to rappers and I want to see your technical dexterity. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all the bullshit I might like, all the rappers that I feel that I love, that I consider nice, I think is dexterous. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you rhyme in front of the beat? Can you rhyme behind the beat? Can you get inside the beat? Can you switch flows mid-16 and not fuck up the flow? It would not require a punch-in to do so. How is your breathing? How is your voice control? How do you make
breath
your
control?
You know what I'm saying? Your breath control. How do you make your voice another instrument on the beat? You guys nailed it with the beat selection and understanding where the energy is going. To me, I'm a big proponent of voice too. Like, a lot of rappers are good, but I gotta like to hear you rap. Like, just hear, not even the songs, like your voice. Like I would say,
listening to you.
As much as I love Hove, of all my favorite rappers, he has my least favorite voice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, believe it or not. Especially post-retirement Hove. Hove in his prime, before he changed octaves, I like that. That nigga was amazing, especially when they used to boom his vocals during the Dynasty era. Yo, I thought that was the greatest thing ever. But listening to like a Pusha T, listening to a Schoolboy, listening to a Benny, I like certain tones of voices. I'm surprised people don't like Kendrick's voice. I thought his ability to switch up and rhyme from different angles would be fire for niggas. It is what it is.
It works for a lot of people. Wayne, Future.
Right.
Who's another person that does this? Even West Side Gun do the voice switches sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It just works.
West is an interesting case when it comes to voices. But
yeah,
I feel like
voice is a deal breaker for sure.
Yeah.
I could never get into Mace because I just couldn't stand his voice.
Same. And I think that's like a Jada Kiss, for example. Like Kiss and his ability to just be Kiss all these years later, it helps. You know what I'm saying? And as SP got nicer, he just became more digestible. But for me, it can't just be lyrics. It has to be the whole packaging. You know what I'm saying? Because like we go to albums. If you tell me you got a 12-track album and you giving this shit motherfucking 4.5 to 5 out of 5 because of just bars, something is wrong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just bars. It's about music.
What's the sonic value?
How are the choruses? What are the sonics like? How many flows do you have? Like, how did you flex on these particular records? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, niggas killed Nas for making You Owe Me, but the fact that he tried it, why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Still gets played at a lot of parties,
exactly. Bro. He tried to switch it up because that's what all the Shoguns do. They switch it up. They can fight you unorthodox. They can fight you orthodox. They can fight you southpaw. They can fight you with regular right-handed and whatever the fuck. So I just feel like we can't just put so much of an onus on lyricism and not denote the music and not find a way to put them together. That's my argument. Like, I just feel like I'm listening to the space, and as these Griselda niggas have got bars back, I'm not saying bars are overrated, sin, but it's like they overplaying the value of bars to a classic album.
Right. Yeah, I could feel that somewhat. I mean, it's been a long time since like the days of Illmatic. You know what I mean, where you could just bar. But I mean,
but even Illmatic,
that was still Sonics though. That was still great Sonics though.
Right. But what I'm saying is that Illmatic didn't have a party record. It didn't have a radio single. You know what I mean? But to your point, like. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but like, you know, give me a story.
Nas was flowing like water. I was listening to Illmatic the other day. I think it was flowing like water, bro.
There's a lot of songs you can just play like without being in the mood. Like you could just wake up, I just throw on memory lane. You can do that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With some artists' music, like you have to be in a very tight space to want to listen to. And that's how I feel about the Kendrick album. I feel like I gotta be in a certain zone. Right. I'm not in that zone often.
And to Josh's point, that's why a lot of people today will tell you It Was Written was the better of the two albums and is their favorite.
I agree.
Nas album. I don't agree, but yeah, that's why they'll tell you that, because he gave you different flows. He gave you some radio singles. He gave you
street hits.
He gave you stories. He gave you.
I almost want to start the argument now. Just like, but we don't got time for that. But it's like what? Like, not Illmatic is all world, but like, why couldn't It Was Written be better? Like, I don't understand why it's so blasphemous to say.
Was it less Barry? It wasn't less Barry.
No,
the bars are still immaculate.
It's just
what?
You know what I'll say?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I think, you know what? We talk about Nas a lot on the show, and we go album for album.
Legend.
I think Nas never sounded more energetic beyond he said the way he sounded on Illmatic or any of his other albums. Like the intensity level is what I mean when I say energetic. Like it was because the thing is, after I watched the Ozarks, it made me want to listen to Illmatic, and I'm like, we've never heard this Nas again.
Yeah, he came through like his life depended on it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
and especially like the tone setter of New York State of Mind, like to just like spit that whole shit in one take with that level of intensity and that level of urgency. It was incredible. You know what I mean? And this is what I go back to when I say attacking a song. You know what I mean? You got to attack like your life depends on that shit. You know what I mean? When it was written, he kind of leaned back a little bit. You know what I mean? And I know, Jarv, you big on the leaning into.
Oh, but he was cozy on it was written, boy. But he was
like,
still though.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? It's just but it is what it is. But
I think the difference was that is how I can acknowledge that it was Illmatic is hip hop's greatest album, even though I like it was written more that in the zone with the bars. Like I can acknowledge something's more bar-y, but that don't mean I want that over the thing that's.
It's
just
crazy how we got here.
Sonics.
We didn't even plan to get here.
We didn't. They gonna cook us for the Nas and the whole.
But it makes no. They're not though, because we're not comparing them. But what these two albums are basically the examples of what we're talking about as far as valuing bar heavy over overall musicality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Round robin.
Shout out to Nas for giving us content accidentally. You know what I'm saying? Always. But
to make the viewers happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to y'all again. Show us some love. We show y'all some love. You know what I mean?
Wink, wink.
But I just want people to not go too crazy because we've been so starved for high quality, high caliber rap. Let's not OD and start throwing classic on everything with mad raps on it. The songs still gotta be good too.
I still feel like you're talking about the Black Star album, man. I feel like this is what's prompting this conversation. I seen the comments in the YouTube video.
It's not.
Right.
Will we be bumping the Black Star?
Look, I'm not saying it's classic.
Listen,
but also, I'm not saying it's.
I don't. All right. You know what? I don't think it's a classic. I think certain people are wild when it comes to the Black Star album. It's a calm 3.25 for me. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry.
That's a little low. Okay.
All right, 3.5.
3.5 is decent.
Because the rapping is really good.
Yeah.
But some of them songs though, come on, guys.
I was highly disappointed.
They can't veer too far though, being Black Star.
I was highly disappointed by the Black Thought feature song.
Fuck that.
Because
get Quali the fuck out of here. Shout out to Mos Def. Mos Def Ginsu is still very sharp.
Mos Def was low.
His Ginsu, he never lost it. He's another one of those dudes who's gonna be nice forever.
Ever.
Yes.